So it's Thursday, and every day this week, my routine has pretty much been the same. It's interesting. We're talking about routine this Sunday here at CCM, so routine has been going through my mind quite a bit. What does my routine look like? Well, honestly, and I'm going to share a little bit of this with you on Sunday, but my routine is kind of the same every day. I know I may seem like a spontaneous person from time to time, but honestly, my day is pretty regimented. I get up about 5:45, 6 o'clock. I get my coffee, get my journal, get my Bible, go to my front porch. I read, I write, I study, I come back in, I make breakfast. From there, I get ready, I come to the office, and then I come in and I have my meetings and I meet with people and I love on people and I counsel people and then I do some work on sermon stuff and then I go home, or if I've got meetings in the evenings, that's dependent on the week, but my routine is pretty much the same. In bed almost by 10 o'clock every night, and it's just every day kind of has the same rhythm and flow to it. But what happens when the routine of life gets jacked up? So what is it for you? What is the routine of your life? Because when I get up and I make my eggs and I make my sausage or I make my toast, I have my coffee, I read my Bible, I do my journaling, I spend my quiet time. What happens when that routine gets busted up? What if God wants to do something to break up your routine today? So I'm just kind of waiting today. What does the routine bust up look like in my life? What does it look like in your life? Be here this weekend as we talk about busting up the routine that Satan would love to get us so routine that we miss God opportunities when he tries to disrupt those. So today we're going to look at what those busted up routines might look like. What's going to be different today? What's going to change today? So throughout the day, we're just going to kind of look at routine and what that looks like in my world and what it looks like in yours. It has been an adventuresome week so far. A lot going on in the DeVage life, a lot going on in the life of our church. Last night, elders meeting. Tonight, to get to meet with some great folks in their home. One of my favorite things about what I get to do is going to people's homes and helping them out and just walking through life with them. Right now, here we are on Thursday morning, and a good family friend of ours here at the church is in the hospital. So I'm heading down to the hospital to spend some time with them, to pray with them and just kind of see what is going on there and just pray healing. I would ask you to do the same. If you see this, please pray for healing for my friend Jack. That's all I'll say about that. But heading there now, I'm going to fight the traffic of 22 and 3 to get down to the hospital, and then show you a little more what's going on today. Hope you're having a great day and look forward to what today holds. So I'm at B North Hospital. We've spent a lot of time in this hospital, seeing people, hanging out with people. So heading up there now, praying with my buddy Jack. I would ask you pray along with us as well. All right, thanks. So recently I got some new decor for my office, and I want to highlight a couple of these things. First of all, look at this incredible lamp. It's made out of pipe and Edison bulbs and a big old block of wood. Super cool. In fact, the company that sent this is, let me look, I've got it right here on my computer. It's in IND Chic Lighting, and it's on Etsy. Check out their store. Go buy something from this guy. Really cool. The other one is this here. I love this. This is made out of a like an outlet, an industrial kind of outlet with a switch. And watch this. This is awesome. Yeah, that's right. And the outlets work. So when you plug those in, that stuff works. And I'm going to pull up and just see. It was Vintage Ironworks on Etsy. If you're looking for some really cool lights, really cool stuff for your house, some steampunk kind of looking stuff, that's the place to look. I just thought I'd show you that today. I know we're in the middle of routine and busting up routine, and there'll be more on routine on the rest of the vlog today. But I just thought I would show you a couple of things. I'm going to link to these guys down in the bottom underneath the description here. But check out these two guys and go support the work they do. It's really cool. Or you can build one yourself and get some inspiration that way. So I know earlier in this episode I talked about how I live pretty routine day in, day out. My schedule, at least in the morning for sure, doesn't shift much, and even when I get home in the evenings. But really, it seems like this week of all weeks, I'm preaching on routine, I'm talking about routine, yet honestly my week has not been all that routine. My mornings have been routine, and then getting home at night, going to bed, but everything in between, really that 12 to 14 hour window has been anything but. I work really hard to try to be home with my family in the evenings, but this week, 3 nights away from home, no big deal. There's seasons where that's the the case, but sometimes you got to let your routine be busted up for God things to happen. And so like Tuesday night, my wife had CPR class that she had to take to renew her license and get all that stuff put together. So I got to hang out with my girls at the church. We played hide and seek, we played tag, and so it was kind of just a cool interruption to the routine. Last night we had our elders meeting, which is typically Monday nights once a month, but we had to move it to Wednesday nights because I spoke at CIY and Monday night. And then tonight I have a counseling session with some folks at their home. And so again, awesome God ordained interruption to my routine, which is really what our whole life should be about having God ordained interruptions that bust up our routine. Do I think routine's good? Yes. Spiritually, routine is really good to get in a rhythm with God. I think physically, exercise, it's good to get in a rhythm, in a routine. But sometimes we can get so rigid on routine that we miss out on God opportunities. Things like my daughter's at Mad Camp this week. It's summer vacation, but we busted up their summer non-routine routine by giving them routine this week to go to Mad Camp, and my kids had a blast. And so in life, sometimes we just need to live out the routine that God gives us instead of the routine that we have planned in our lives. So today, I hope you are busting up the routine. I hope you're breaking up the routine. I hope you're allowing God to give you interruptions to disturb and disrupt you. As a friend of mine named Carlos Whitaker says, disturb and disrupt, and you make moments that'll last a lifetime. We will see you on another episode of the vlog. Okay, so this week has been Mad Camp at the church. Music, arts, and drama. And what did you learn to play this week?
The harmonica.
You learned to play what?
The harmonica.
Let's see it. Show everybody your new harmonica. And you've learned to play a whole bunch of songs, right? So let's show everybody what you learned this week at Mad Camp. Go show us. Let's hear it. What are you gonna play? What's the song?
God is so good.
All right, hit it. Awesome. Come here. So, had you ever played the harmonica before this week?
No.
So you knew nothing about the harmonica before this week?
Nothing.
And now you're good. How does one get so good at the harmonica in just 4 days?
Because you have a really great teacher.
Who was your great teacher?
I don't remember his name.
Was it Mr. Dave?
Yes, it was Mr. Dave.
So how do you learn to play the harmonica so well?
Because I have a really great teacher.
And who was your really great teacher?
Mr. Dave.
Mr. Dave. Mr. Dave was your really great teacher. So way to go. Give me some. And if you have a kid that needs to go to Mad Camp, get them signed up next year because they can learn from Mr. who?
Mr. Dave.
From Mr. Dave how to play the harmonica.